Cargo ship off the Canadian coast releasing toxic gas. The Coast Guard says the fire that was burning in several containers aboard the ship off the coast of British Columbia is now out. They say the fire damaged 10 containers. The Joint Rescue and Coordination Center says crew members were safely removed from that ship. Now, as disruptions of the supply chain slow down cargo ships, they slow down truck deliveries, the ripple effect is reaching small businesses all over the country. Really, it's reaching all of us. Our own Aaron Nolan is live with more on that and some business owners and what they're doing to help the bottom line during this crazy, crazy time. Aaron?
Adrian, good morning to you. It's no secret that big companies have had to do a lot of juggling when it comes to the pandemic. But the small business may have been hit hardest. Here in the South, we're surrounded by small businesses. But right now, they're dealing with supply chain issues. They're dealing with what's on the shelves, what's not on the shelves. And again, it goes back to those buzzwords, supply and chain.
When you're dealing with an infectious disease.
In March of 2020, the world changed as COVID became a part of life. Shortly after that, the supply chain was hit. Toilet paper was flying off shelves, leaving many to stockpile. The supply shortages have continued to be a roller coaster ride. As of late, it's small businesses that are having a hard time getting things from shipping containers and shipping companies to their shelves.
Try to reorder some simple things like just basic glassware, and the suppliers just don't have them, so it takes months on end just to get anything in.
From paper goods for breweries in Illinois to actual paper for bookstores in Arkansas, small businesses are making near daily adjustments for both inventory and simple sales.
We just keep hearing about books, especially, I think, because of the lack of paper. We are trying to keep on top of things and let people know if a book's not going to come in as they expected or we expected.
As for what's next, here's Mr. Supply Chain, Daniel Staton.
We have the stuff, it's just in the wrong places at the wrong time. All of a sudden, that surge of ships tries to come into port all at the same time. Well, the port can't handle that many. There aren't enough containers to carry everything all at once. There aren't enough trucks to haul all of the containers.
So it all comes down to getting those things out of supply containers to the business to get to the consumer. And Adrian, as we talk about this supply chain issue, we're talking about builders who can't get lumber. We're talking about some businesses, some known businesses that are changing their menus at restaurants because they can't get those supply in. And of course, then you also have worker shortages. I can tell you, I've seen fast food restaurants in my area here in the South that have closed their indoor dining, not because of the pandemic, not because of the fear of mask or no mask, because they don't have the people to staff the dining room.
You know what? You make up two really good points right there. One is that they don't have enough staff, but then the cost of food has gone up so high for some small business owners. I've talked to one of my favorite Thai food restaurants, and he had to raise the prices on all of the items on his menu, some of the most popular items, because of the cost of food going up, all due to the supply chain issues. Aaron, thank you so much.
Well,
absolutely. No, go ahead. No, go ahead. No, finish your statement. It's all good.
Okay, well, but what I was gonna say, Adrian, is in all of this, then it kind of comes back to us, the consumer, the customer, right?
Oh, yeah.
For an understanding, some grace in these moments that when we go to restaurants, we're going to have to pay a little bit more, and that's okay.
You know what? That pineapple cashew fried rice is worth every penny, let me just tell you. Thank you. Thanks, Aaron. Yeah. Well, still ahead, a little more serious story now. We know Chicago city leaders are telling police no shot, no pay.